I'm a little late today, sorry about that. Had to take out some stuff. Um, I'm gonna play around. I'm gonna play to about 10:30 ish. That should give us about 2.5 hours ish, I think. Um, that's enough for today's gameplay. I got stuff. I got a lot of stuff today to do, so 2.5 hours won't hurt, right? But let me set up my channel real quick, and I think we good.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis, I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
Looks like he had a female over. Is that right? Lipstick.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack? Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
Told you that's a female.
How old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love?
Jack.
That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed. You're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed. You're leaving.
She will only come back.
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack? I thought not. Now help me up, Jack, and I'll give you a 10-minute start before I go for the
third
phone.
one. The people that found. Fuck. Can I come back and ask this again?
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
What is it with you people? How can you live any better? You already have houses, cars, yachts.
Greed and avarice are very powerful forces for change, Jack. Combine that with the city's desire for progress, and it's a very heady cocktail. You need to be a very special man to be able to resist that.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash, the brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover, and you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
You smug son of a bitch. You're lying again. It's an insurance scam, pure and simple.
And how do you prove that, Jack? My assessors wrote the policies on the houses. I only approve the reports, Jack. I'm the rubber stamp. This doesn't come back to me.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Bad driving.
California drivers. You gotta get out!
I want it back.
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see? Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
There's got to be more in these files. There's something else in that report. I know it.
"34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west."
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
People attempted one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks were getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Hello there.
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks. I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
Can't find any of them, so I'm about to go one by one.
Courtney, for God's sake, what's he got to do with this? I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me. I believe that is in the Wilshire area. Here.
"34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west."
It was 34.4.29 latitude. And I'm looking for 118.17.58 on the longitudinal axis.
"34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. The registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here, use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
$1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
So I'm writing them down real quick so I can just press the buttons on it. So this 1876988. Okay, divided by 90,000. Okay. All right, now let's do it.
1876988
Shut the fuck up.
divided by
confusing the shit out of me when you be saying
90,000, yes.
976. Some old ass calculator. 988. Okay.
$1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
1, 2, 3.
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day?
Y'all give me a minute, I gotta do something real quick. Alright, let's go find it 1 to 1. Let's see. Q. So I think it's U. Am I right? Is it U? Not sure. I think it's U.
Let's see what the site is worth to them. $1,876,988.
88 is the last number, so 988. That's the last numbers. 988. There it is.
The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Okay, no Vivo.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the guns.
He's there, right there! Kill him!
Weapons on the ground, now! I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack. You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's
here.
important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy. Who's asking?
Leyland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Must be his blind spot.
So Mark, come off with Halo.
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Keep your head down!
Good kill! Nailed that son of a bitch. Give it up, I know you're there. For a dead man. Your move, mister! Come get me! That hurts, right?
How long do you think you can hold out?
Two of them on your right!
Running low.
What's the slug and this one over here? I got you now, motherfucker!
Stay down! Almost out. Need a new weapon.
Somebody put some fire on that guy!
Almost out. Need a new weapon.
Got the bastard! I'm out of here.
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
Put the weapon down, now!
There he is! Ah! Ah!
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women. Monroe! Where are you, damn it? You can walk out of here or go out.
Just missed.
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard. What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down, please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
That's a hell of a payroll. I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe. Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance.
You shoot that bitch. Such everything. What else? What would you look at? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing everywhere here. Oh man, I don't like to do hands on them guns. Woo! See that shotgun? I'm going downstairs. Here we go. Hope he doesn't get up and run away. There's nothing down here. Oh, where are the guys go? They disappeared. Black tells him more than Coles, man. He needs to go and shoot first and ask questions later, man. Can't find shit in here. Take it in. There's something around here, but I just can't find it. Can I just talk to his ass? I know if this shit on the table is important, but I can't even view it. Bitch, move. Oh, finally I can click on it. Look at it.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the lengths these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Nutcase, he did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor!
Get to shoot this bitch.
Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Any news from Jack? There's a statewide APB out on.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
Reports of an explosion. Location, alternative location is south of Santa Monica. West of, stand by for further. All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating, 88K is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by for further.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
You don't shoot at cops, you little prick! Get that bastard cold! Now ain't the time to be
It's easy to shoot them than to chase them, man. I'd rather shoot your ass
Mando
than
want us
chase
to
you.
see. Let's go.
Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
You're late, Phelps. Get delayed somewhere?
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Worlds turn upside down, Cole.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. I think it went okay.
A couple of pickups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. Get better with practice.
Looks like all that's left.
Maybe go speak to your son.
I can try the laundry tag.
Oh. What do you think, son? No, Mr. Mayor, you
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
resolute.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here. Only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
can't solve this shit, man. This is annoying. fucking confused as shit. Alright, let's try this all over again. Come on. So H, right? I remember doing this, but that was a long time ago. H, and then the second letter is what? K, right? And then is what? Oh, the whole thing is moving, look at it. It's K. I'm just gonna go through the whole letters together, so I don't know. Hope it works. That's what I'm for. B. What's for it? Oh. Oh, it's spelling something over there. See that? I wasn't looking on the side. Okay, and you get J. Boom, boom. J, and L. L here. And you got K. Let's do it. And then you got Q. And then you got X. Hope this works. Because it's spelling something. I wasn't first looking at it. And then you got the S. What's that? And then you get B. No, I think so. Hope it works. It works?
It's an address.
There you go.
133 North Vermont Avenue.
Man, that's just annoying. Made it. Playing alien on, I'm doing fucking Uncharted puzzles and shit. Dang, is that a finger? A whole hand.
Nothing significant.
You thought this nigga. Whoa. Search around though. Even though I gotta use the phone. We'll search around and see if I can find any other evidence. Something here. That's someone shoot. They didn't make it.
Probably nothing.
It's cool though. We keep it. Someone shoot. Let me just look around a bit, you know, before I go use the phone and call. Just need to see where to go around here. Oh shit. So much truck there.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
Very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps? Try putting it back together.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
this is going to help us.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it. 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
So you hire a chemical whiz kid and his assistant without checking either one of them out?
Hindsight is a great thing, Detective. And I should have looked more closely at their references.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
Does McClellan have any friends in town, Mr. Nicholson family, that we could talk to?
Well, he hadn't been in town long when we met, so no family. I don't think he had time for friends. He kept to his lab and his work.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag?
Likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tomoko Akamoto.
I guess you could. You got an answer?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Maybe that whole time.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size, and it looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help.
Come on!
How the fuck you stop in the middle of the roof and nothing?
Any unit in the vicinity, a citizen reports a 459 there now at 38 North Catalina. Unit to handle code 2 identified.
I want to chase somebody.
Cops! Shit! Stop! LAPD!
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. Lay into his wheel well. Come on. I need to be closer, Phelps. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
But I'm scared to go to prison, mister. They'll take one look at me and...
Take one look at him, they're gonna fuck his ass up.
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks, ma'am.
Any available units, keep the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street.
I like to go down there and see all these amazing sights and shit, but it's too far. If I make it there, I'm gonna make sure I go through not all of them, but like go to some of them. Maybe check out these 2, 3, maybe. Let's make that trip. Let's go.
Units to handle code 2 identified.
1525, Roger, 5140, Roger. All units.
continue the response. Any available unit, meet the officer. 211 just occurred at 253 Main Street. Unit to handle code 2. Identify.
Hands off! I'm sick!
Nothing that a night in the tank wouldn't fix, bub. Now, where did they go?
What happened?
Two guys made off with about $1,000 in a paper sack. The VAG says he saw him leave.
I'm right here, you know!
Not much of a witness.
Sir, you need to tell us where they went. Now. They headed for the parking lot.
Okay, one traffic stop coming up. Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in. Lay into his wheel well. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Quite a ride you took us on. Get out with your hands up.
I think I've already seen most of those places, so I don't need to. I'm gonna go straight to the mission. I came all this way just to chase these assholes. Fuck. Oh, damn, this is annoying. See, I've been to most of these places because the police station is right here. Oh, this is annoying as fuck. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I'm here. So, go straight. Turn to the second and go straight. So go to a hit and then right.
I was kind of attached to the paint job, Cole.
any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit identified.
We can take the call if you want. Or not. We're not the only cops in this town.
What's the situation? Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside. We don't want any civilian casualties.
Oh, so citizen. I just went in and I went crazy, man. I get tired of these shootings, man. It's annoying. I just went bananas, man.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit identified.
Take the call, don't take it. Up to you, Cole.
11K, go ahead.
Car 11K, ambulance shooting. Meet the officer at the interstate bus station at Beverly and Union. Code 2.
What's the situation? Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside. We don't want any civilian casualties, Biggs. Stay down.
I was trying to shoot that motherfucker. God damn it. Sorry, guys. Shit.
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit identified.
Want to leave that one to the uniforms? That's fine. We got plenty to get on.
What's the situation? Some stick-up boys lost their heads and a girl got shot. We have to move fast, sir. There are still people inside. We don't want any... Throw out the guns. Shit! He's on the lam! On the floor.
Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
Somebody turned the place over. You better... Do you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to say about getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel.
To fit.
One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank. Could be a class ring. On Jeans Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
You were shot on the wall and dragged all the way.
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm. A document shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Broad must have amazing eyesight. Biggs, page 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. And probably a team from technical services as well.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247, messages please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it. You know the way. You can drive.
It's a military project, gentlemen. Can you state your business?
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion. We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from Military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen? Hey, Biggs. You're not still with the LAPD.
Right so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. I found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes, and what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for Hughes' starlets.
A pimp. Earl and Mapes would seem.
Mapes was the role model for creeps like Earl.
Follow me.
Good day, miss. Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the spruce.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
You mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
Did Hughes have a contract with Nicholson?
Hey, kid, lose the tone. Hughes has contracts with every plating shop in L.A.
We'd like to discuss these contracts with Mr. Hughes.
This kid's a riot, Biggs. See Howard Hughes? Harry Truman has to make an appointment to see Howard Hughes.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
You want to take a look inside her? Can't hurt. They're a load of these engines. You think that cone could have come off one of them?
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west. (76 degrees west). 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. (76 degrees west). 24 degrees, 15 minutes north.
Like fucking with this shit.
(76 degrees west). 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. 76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
Looks like Mapes' office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding.
Anytime you two want some night security work, just give me a call.
Don't think this is anything.
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does.
I don't think so. Junk.
I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time?
Advice?
We should search the hangar. Something tells me we won't get another chance to tour around in here.
Oh, fuck. Been through the corner here. Take these pipes. Nothing here. Nothing here. Can end the end on this shit. Sugar table.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
You're behind the wheel.
So McClellan was selling his new process to Hughes and cutting out Nicholson.
Looks that way. But this would never go.
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out, mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices in the place for me.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
So what next?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
The women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
I'm at a loss.
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
That's the creep. Walked out on his wife.
I gave his wife.
You always interrupt other people's conversations?
You look like you were a big pain in the neck. Now I have a much lower.
Hey! Fuck you! I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices.
You seen the way people around here look at you, Phelps? I'd move along if I were you.
Mouthpiece tore
Help me
strips
out.
off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
What the fuck is this asshole's office?
He's the cop who arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people leave.
Nobody talking shit about me.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
Where the fuck am I going? Nobody here. Get the fuck out.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
Should be upstairs, but I'll go upstairs now. I don't see nobody. So, yeah, I'm lost. Man. I'm tired too.
Did you see his lovely wife?
I didn't sleep much last night.
The women don't find you handsome?
Two peanuts are walking down the street. One was assaulted. That broad has socks in her brassiere.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices in the place for me.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it if you get that desk.
Go polish a war medal and leave me alone.
Any ideas?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
Hey! Fuck you!
Fuck you too, asshole.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
You beat the shit out of you, fucking. Damn lucky that I can't touch you.
You got a problem, pal?
No, bitch.
The women don't find you
Wake up,
handsome?
Cole!
They should at least find you handy. Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Shit, fuck up.
What do you think?
Come on, Cole. Ray's a busy guy, and he's waiting on us with this report.
I'm gonna walk outside. Fuck this shit.
Hey.
Anybody have any idea where the motherfucker's office at? Cause I'm lost.
He's the cop who arrested that movie producer. It's about time.
Technical services are down
Let
here.
me guess. You're lost.
Downstairs. That's where I went. He's a doctor thing downstairs. Spoke to his ass like. You're a kid, dumbass.
If you were twice as smart,
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics.
I knew it was him, but every time I went over there to talk to him, it wouldn't let me talk to him, so that's why I went upstairs.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs. You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. You take a nice photo, Phelps.
Bringing the Watcher a match for our John Doe. He's obviously the competitive bid. Can you get this over to Lockheed so we can get a name for this guy?
It's already on its way.
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy, and Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer.
He was kind of remind me of Tony Stark's father.
I found a similar tie pin along with a dead guy in a fridge. Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell. Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop them with one round.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
Did you see his lovely wife and children in the paper?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
After this case, I'm gonna end the broadcast. I'll continue tomorrow, just like always, till we finish it, man. Photograph. House in photograph, man. Oh, you wanna do some shooting? I love it.
This place stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor. Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Hangstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Mapes is cleaning up. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here! Over here, the window! Get out of there! There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us.
Here.
Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Get in close and steer him off the tar. Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Stop right there. Get out of the car slowly. Fire a warning round.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at
Cole.
the tires.
Find some cover!
I need a machine gun. I said, I need a Tommy gun.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Got a Tommy gun in my hand. I'm going crazy. Look at that.
Stay in cover!
Fuck with me.
He wants to play
I
cat
play
and
too
mouse.
much
Fine.
GTA to be
Come on, get his
giving
ass.
up on this shit. I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker so much.
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead. clip's dry.
How about some more, asshole?
Shit. Really hurts.
Throw down your gun.
You're covered.
Stay down.
You're pretty brave for a dead man.
I'm covering you.
Worse than unfortunate.
Going bananas on this motherfucker. How you shot me? Hey, I don't give a fuck. You're going in for more, man. I ain't much shooting in this game. Keep your fuck, I love it.
Stay in.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere. I got it.
Wrong time to run out of ammo.
You're fucking toast.
Really hurts.
Oh, fuck my alarm. Sorry. Sitting alone. I gotta get shit done. So I'm going upstairs with this motherfucker. Hold on, before you go to the rest of it. Gotta climb off. Just get far and shoot. God damn it. Get up there. Headshot, man. Headshot always works.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Alright. So just like I do always, I'm gonna wait for the next cinematic to come ahead. And if I gotta go to the crime scene, walk up to the crime scene, then end the broadcast, I'm gonna continue tomorrow. If I don't do that, it will take me back and I'll do it. do the shooting and everything again, which I don't mind doing, but I don't want to do it again.
Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing much of you lately, Elsa. You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou. He went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa. I've always so enjoyed our conversations. I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over. All your sins will be forgiven in the next life.
It's got to be one of these places. The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
I'm gonna drive to the further one and that'll be it. I'll show you can go ahead and go there. Yep. You know I didn't even do this the whole time. We could have gotten to like so many cases within like 2 hours. Driving was fun though. Car sucks. Whenever I get a list, it's always best to go to the last list first. Then from there, to the list. Oh man, I got shit to do, man. I got shit to do, but I wanna keep playing this job. Hey, fuck it. We playing till 11 o'clock, man. Get through all those three lists first, then I might end this broadcast. I won't be late. Alright, let's do this.
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah. He lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
See, it's always best to go to the last one, because the last one is always the possibilities. First ones are just first two. Last ones are always the ones that. In any case.
Cole, you made it.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink, dead in his patient's room, spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way.
Just look around. By the time we finish looking around, it'll be 11 o'clock. So at least 30 minutes for y'all. So that's something, right? Let me find that.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Looks like Fontaine has finally dispensed his last treatment.
Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses.
Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down. You know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them.
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student.
What? Certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about the development on Normandy Avenue.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. It's no longer necessary. I'll take care of Jack Kelso.
So much for your foresight, Doctor. Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. He and the doctor lost control. Good doctor has been marking this map. Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights, Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
New houses all being built in the path of the freeway?
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
Fontaine was having the houses burned from Monroe. Jack was wrong. It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
killer. Every time I go to a house, I wanna look around first before I go inside. I don't get shot from behind. Let's go to the back.
Guess nobody's home.
I like to look around more before I go in. I don't know why you want to knock though. Use your fucking position away, dumbass. Okay. This is trash. That's the thing you use to, you know, open the gas thing to burn down a house. Yep, see that origami? Hope I don't have to solve no fucking metal here. I'll be, or puzzles here. I'll be pissed. I gotta do that shit again.
Quite a flock you got here, kid. The river tunnels. This guy's a tunnel rat. A strange obsession. I know those faces. Jesus Christ, I know every one of them. I need to get back inside. The only way I can finish this thing is to put a name to that bastard. Most guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme. Oh my God, Ira. You poor backwards son of a bitch. Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there. This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the First Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. He'll need help to make it to the river.
I think that's the end of the game, so let's go ahead and just finish it anyway.
That's Kelso's car.
All units, Chief Laurel reports that the suspect is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, extremely dangerous. Suspect vehicle to be disabled immediately. If necessary, use of deadly force is authorized. All units, suspect vehicle headed west on 5th Street. Repeat, the Chevy Fleetline Navy Blue, westbound on 5th Street.
Jesus Christ. How many cops do these guys own?
All units, we have a new suspect vehicle. It is shop number 13516. Repeating, shop 13516 is a second suspect vehicle, described as a green Hudson Commodore, license 3 Sam 0102, reported to be aiding suspect Jack Kelso. Use caution and continue pursuit. All units, stand by for further. All units, suspect vehicle sighted heading northeast toward 3rd Street on the embankment between 3rd and 4th. All units, further to the second suspect vehicle, shop 13516. Chief Laurel authorized the use of deadly force. Repeat, use of deadly force is authorized in disabling both suspect vehicles.
phone the guy.
That's Kelso's car.
All units, Chief Laurel reports that the suspect is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, extremely dangerous. Suspect vehicle to be disabled immediately. If necessary, use of deadly force is authorized.
All units, suspect vehicle headed west on 5th Street. Repeat, the Chevy Fleet Line navy blue, westbound on 5th Street.
All units, if a suspect vehicle, shop number 13516. Repeating, shop 13516 is a second suspect vehicle, described as a green Hudson Commodore, license 3 Sam 0102. Reported to be aiding suspect Jack Kelso. Use caution and continue pursuit. All units, stand by for further.
All units, suspect vehicle sighted heading northeast toward 3rd Street on the embankment between 3rd and 4th. All units, suspect vehicle is now northbound on Los Angeles, crossing 2nd Street. Car 66 Adam, 77 Adam, go to 1st and Alameda. Car 19 William, go to 1st and Vignes. Repeat, 1st and Vignes. Units to handle, identify code 3.
All units, further to the second suspect vehicle, shop 13516. Chief Laurel has authorized the use of deadly force. Repeat, use of deadly force is authorized in disabling both suspect vehicles.
Jesus Christ. How many cops do these guys own?
Who is this guy?
Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it?
Got it.
Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? And working with Phelps? A handy lad, that Kelso.
Yes, he is, Chief. You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
So, you're the new broom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And you think he'll make it out of there alive?
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening. What's your offer?
Throw out the guns!
You're fucking hungry!
You want me? You got me.
Christ. Just missed.
No, get down there, you stupid bitch.
You're pretty brave for a dead man.
We got Tommy. Nice. Give me that. Oh, you gonna look amazing.
How long do you think... You're surrounded and your buddies are dead. That's it. Out of ammo.
Head out, we step on it. As soon as he pokes his head out, we step on it.
Move that one.
There! Somebody tag that son of a bitch, will ya?
What you doing?
No, he's there, right there. Kill him.
You can walk out of here or go out in a bucket. The water's rising. Keep on going, Jack.
Catch your bullet, you son of a bitch!
Go.
That's it. Out of ammo. Are you okay, Princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. Do you remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all here?
I'm here to get her out.
Her. But not me. You haven't come for me.
No, not you. It ends here.
You were with the 6th on Sugarloaf, weren't you?
I was?
And Naha?
Yes, I was.
You're Sergeant Jack Kelso, aren't you? Where's your uniform, Sarge?
At home in my locker, Hogaboom. War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge. I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everyone knows it.
Elsa! Are you all right? Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What? You know this guy? Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you. No. Don't. You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians. A hospital.
What is he talking about?
It was war. For God's sake, I can't be held responsible for everything that happened. I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help him get back. The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better life.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Biggs will help. His exit is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now!
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, miss. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve with you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids! Stop the goddamn screaming! I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp!
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps! Get your own fucking hands dirty! I'm out of morphine!
Put these people out of their pain. Now! That's an order!
Everyone out of here now. Double time! You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid station. Weapons team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes. Everything that happened in here stays in here. Do you hear me? I don't want to ever hear another word about it.
Killed that man!
He was doing him a favor, Elsa. Cole, up here! I'll get this grader. Where are you hurt? The water's rising. You're first. Hand her up. Get out of here! You're not Jack. I'm not arguing. You're wounded, Jack. Let me help. What are you waiting for?
Jump, Cole! Jump for it! We're gathered here to honor Detective Cole Phelps. Cole Phelps was the best kind of man.
Hear, hear.
A war hero who led his men with true valor. And through his personal bravery achieved one of his country's highest honors. A cop wrongly accused who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
Fine! You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Get out of my way, Jack. You call yourself his friend.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine and the rapacious property tycoon Leyland Monroe. Go to her. Will you, Herschel? A reformer who
You were never his
recognized
friend,
the need
Jack.
to remove the odd bad apple from a guess you're department right. made up of good men. Herschel? A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who continued never to his fight enemy. the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his own life. A good husband. A good father. And may I say, a good friend.
I think that's the end of the game. Oh, that's my song. It's the end of the game. LA Noire. I'm hoping they come up with a second one though. With a new character. The things I love. Thanks for watching the broadcast. Appreciate it. This is the end of it. If you want to go back and see it from the beginning, it's on my channel. You can check it out as well. Thank y'all for watching. It was fun, going through the game, because I remember when it came out 2011. I guess 2011. I beat it on PS3 and beat it in the game. It's an amazing experience to play it over again. I love it. Great game. The driving was hard, because the cars were slow and they're old cars, so I expected it to be like that. The graphics is enhanced. If you're into graphics, amazing. The story's always been amazing. I wish they never killed Cole though. But he been through a lot, and it's kind of like a sad ending, but at the same time kind of good in a way. So far, the game is good. It's always been good. It's Rockstar, man. They never disappoint. They always come up with amazing games. I'm waiting for Red Dead Redemption, the second one. I think it's supposed to come December, but I'm sure it might come out this year. Waiting for that. I already pre-ordered Detroit, which comes out next year December. That's a long way from now. I would broadcast that as well when it comes out. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast as well as I did. If you want to buy the game, go get it. It's an amazing game. It's on PC. It's always been on PC. It's on new consoles as well, Xbox One and PS4. You can get it too. Check it out. Amazing game. If you can't find anything, you can come back to my broadcast here or my videos on my channel, and you can go through the walkthroughs to see if you can unlock all the answers that I couldn't find. You can try the other way around. And I might end it right here. I can't skip the credits. It won't let me skip it, and it's a long credit. Trust me, it's really long. I'm not trying to go through the whole thing. So, peace out. You have a good one, and I'm out.